rotisserie rag. I want you to see all my parts. Not all my parts. You can't see all my parts. This ain't that type of show. Ain't that type of channel. And if you see my underoos, stop looking. Look up. Look up right now.
I'm sorry for your loss.
You see what I have to deal with. Do you see what I have to deal with? It's yes. That's gonna be the thumbnail. This has been a space that I have been longing for quite some time. Ya verás. Ya verás. Ya verás. I used to have an office, a room dedicated to an office and workspace in my previous apartments, but I had to downsize. Even in the house that I rented, I had a room dedicated for an office. In fact, in that particular house, it was the designated, designed, intended office. So I'm glad to get back to this point, even though this is not my forever home. This is still the apartment. I'm not 100% content, but obviously I cannot be upset somehow because we do have a roof over our heads right now, and I am grateful generally, but this is not what I want ultimately. Anywho, enough of my ranting about what I want. We do have what we need generally right now. It's time to turn this space into a multi-purpose office space, office and workspace. I'm envisioning, and I'm going to try to do this in a cool way with some graphics. So right here in the center of the room will be a dual workspace, just a regular rectangle table with my son's and my computers facing oppositely so that I can monitor him and we can actually be connected. So it's not just for monitoring, but so that we are connected and, we have the shared workspace. Because oftentimes my desk is turned away from him. And so I don't want that. I want it to feel like, a connected, fluid space. And then on the back wall, I'm going to put the wall-mounted desk that I have made that you all have seen in videos. And you'll see that very shortly. So I guess I can insert it as well, just so you have an idea. But the fun graphics, hopefully I can make this work. And it works, and you'll see it. And then on this wall will be storage system for all of the inputs that we need to make the products for our company, our companies, my son and mine. And then I'm not 100% sure what will go on this wall, but it is effectively an open space. And then on this side will be the TV, there is free cable, or I shouldn't say it's free because it's not free. It's $75. It's included in the rent, if you will, or how should I say it? Because I'm not saying it right. It is the landlord charges for the internet through the rent. So on your monthly rent ledger, that $75 appears. I'm not even 100% sure now. As a lawyer, I know I can contractually dissent from that. But I do find it necessary to have that internet. And I just recently purchased a Verizon Wi-Fi box. And I believe having both for what we do is very necessary. The Spectrum internet that is core to the plan here at where I live is just not all that reliable. But it looks like the Verizon so far is reliable. Even on a rainy day, which we've had. I've only had the Verizon box for maybe a couple of days, but we had a really bad rainy day and we had no issues. So I'll keep you posted on that if you were interested in Verizon. And I guess I should turn the camera around for a second since I'm talking, but I'm going to turn it back around here in a second. So, and I'm just, I'm doing the thing that we do when we want a little cozy, but I don't want to be completely hot. Plus, I've got to move some stuff in from the outside storage closets on the balcony. So I'm going to put on my sweatshirt so that I don't catch a cold, because it's definitely damn near freezing outside. So yeah, but this wall will be like the multimedia, if you will. So the TV, the map, that's what I envision. I would like this wall to also have wallpaper, but it might be too busy now that I'm thinking about it. If I'm going to have all this multimedia, it might be too busy here. And instead, this might be the perfect wall for this entire wall. I like it when there is an accent, where there's an accent wall near a window. I think that that's very smart, as opposed to just having, this fluid wall painted one color or whatever. And I am permitted to paint. I think that I really want to do some wallpaper, but the wallpaper is a lot more expensive than the paint, and I guess it's for obvious reasons. So basically, you're not gonna get out of detriment. I'm speaking legally, like detriment meaning like I'm gonna have some burden that I have to undertake. Like it's gonna even out. So I either paint the wall and paint it cheaply and then have to restore it back to the regular color when I move out, which will probably time and money, the cost of the paint will even out to if I buy the wallpaper and put it on here and then just pull it off when I leave. So I don't know. And even right now with pandemic prices, the wallpaper might be a lot more expensive. So I am gonna go do a little bit of thrift hunting today. If I'm able to find something, then so be it. But I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. I don't think that it's, I really don't, from how I'm feeling right now, I just don't feel like it's worth this dragging out hunt. I can paint the wall and be done with it and then just restore it. And I'm sure they have the paint color. I'm just not really sure. And I'm also honestly not sure I even want to paint it. Ironically enough, as much as I want an accent wall, I do actually like this kind of cream color. I like it a lot. So we'll see. We'll see what transpires today. But I am going to, I plan on making a final decision today. One other thing I wanted to share is that, of course, since this is actually a bedroom, intended to be a bedroom, it has a closet, which is going to be perfect for using for storage and files and things like that I don't want to be out and open because they really are an eyesore. So I'm going to see about that. I wish that I could do something where the printer were also in here, but sometimes I need the printer right there with me, so I'm not really sure. Sometimes I feel like the printers that we have, that we need, they are industrial printers, so they're not really all that attractive to be sitting out, and they're definitely not, it's not the best of design aesthetics, even though I was able to find some lighter toned colored printers for both myself and my son. So that I at least appreciate, because with all the kind of neutral colors, if you will, the black was just not working. I also wish that I could find a lighter tone in the phone. And still around these parts, black is beautiful, so don't get it twisted, but it doesn't match the design aesthetic for my office space. So anyway, now let's get it done. Just to clarify, this will not be a talking video, even though it started off that way, like many of them do, because I have to kind of explain what's going on instead of having you read captions, right? So the rest of this video is going to be sped up and maybe slowed down in a couple of places, but it's going to be like this one big montage. Yeah, okay. All right, I wanted to stop the video and just show you this is 3M tape. So that's what you're seeing. Now you can see all the strips are coming up. Good old 3M tape invention, honey. Now back to our regularly sped up program. All right, you know what time it is. Boom. Yeah, all right. That was so corny. Speed it up. Okay, so I just kind of worked this out mentally. This is shorter than this space. Not like in there, it was like a perfect fit based on how I aligned it. And so I was trying to figure out, should I align it to the right or align it to the left? And I figured out that I should align it to the right, because now I have an opportunity to address the eyesore that potentially is the printer, and I can actually create a printer station here. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find something that will fit the dimensions, because there will be a lot of space left over here. Plus it will be near the phone line for my office phone purposes, and right there by an outlet as well. So problem solved. So now we install. Also, what I learned in my first install is that I don't like this cabinet right there, front and center, above the desk top. So I think I'm going to take full advantage of this now and install it over here. It is wide enough to hold the printer flush, and it'll make a very chic printer station office supplies area. I'm going to mount it above these this outlet and that plug, so I can easily get to it when I need to. But it'll be a really nice area, and then it'll be right where I need it to get to the printer and all that kind of stuff. I think it's going to be a vibe. So we'll see here in a second. Yeah, we'll see. Because I definitely, yeah, we'll see. All right, here we go. All right, so I had to make a Lowe's run. And I'll show you what I need to get. But look at this. Isn't that awesome? Merry Christmas. All right. I'm getting my favorite thing, my favorite hardware from Hillman. So if you've been following me, then you know exactly what I'm headed to get. I only had 4 left, and that's not gonna cut it for what I need to get done today. So, I need more. Hardware. I might be, yeah, I was gonna say I'm on the wrong aisle. All right. Let's see if they have the size I need yet. Perfect. 20. And that's gonna be more than enough. Let's go. All right. Quick run. Oh, it's a beautiful day. You can come along with me today as well to my fave thrift shops so that I can find the desk that I need for the center of the room. Let's get it. Back at the house, I need a little bit of Java. So I still prefer to brew mine the natural way. In a copper pot. It's excellent for Ayurveda and just holistic purposes. I use, of course, my pure filter, and there you have it. I'm actually going to French press some coffee today. I want something real nice and rich and soothing. And then I'm going to turn on my music and get at it. I did have some more. Yay! So what I did is I went ahead and did all the measurements, penciled it out. I know other people suggest using tape, but it depends on the durability of the paint on your walls. I prefer to use a good old 2-inch pencil. Because I can get it exactly where I need it to be. My measurements will be exact. A piece of tape is not as exacting as a point. I want you to see all my parts. Not all my parts. You can't see all my parts. This ain't that type of show. Ain't that type of channel. closet because I just feel like the printer is an eyesore. So I definitely have space, but then I could really use the space for more binders. And I'd much rather have the binders behind closed doors than the printer because I need immediate access to the printer. I've got to figure this part out real quick. So let me think. Do, 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 do. 48 and a half above the desk, and that works for me. Now, of course, keep in mind your height and your reach, you know what I mean? May be a little bit different from mine, maybe a lot of it different from mine. So take that into consideration when doing this. But for me, this is like the perfect height. I want it not so much as flush over here, but close as I possibly can get it. Yeah, pretty much flush, because I am going to go ahead and just get a piece of wood to extend it out. Oh, and this one I use, no offense to the works manufacturers and designers. This is an awesome machine, and it is not really showing up, but it just works. You can see I've definitely used it. I absolutely love it. It is great for household projects. I use it because it is less aggressive than this for screwing in those smaller screws underneath to make sure that it's stabilized. Okay. And if you see my underoos, stop looking. Look up. Look up right now.
Ow, ow, ow. I just.
Yeah.
Please.
He's talking about ow. Yeah.
I just.
Really. Ow. Move. Okay, NPC. Okay. Or is it NPC or MPC? Am I saying it wrong? How do I say it? NPC?
I'm sorry for your loss.
You see what I have to deal with? Do you see what I have to deal with? It's yes. That's gonna be the thumbnail. Okay. It's going to the same place as well. And a plant. Yeah, that's definitely going in the same place. Yep. Well, it's the ampersand. Because we do and around these parts, not one thing. Ya verás. Ya verás. Ya verás. Ya verás. Since a little girl, I've had dreams of this world. Blaming it on my mama, Lodi say third eye